Therefore, we don't lose heart. Though outwardly we're wasting away, yet inwardly we're being renewed day by day. Hey, we were visiting some friends down in Fort Myers, Florida recently, and as we were standing out in the yard, one of their neighbors came over and just began to make some small talk, and he announced how much he really likes it when it rains. Now, I cringe because when I come to Florida, I come to visit, but for two things. It's sunshine and clear, not cloudy and rainy. Why would anybody like rain? And here was his reply. He said, first of all, well, it breaks up the monotony of having the same thing every day. The second thing he said was, frankly, we sometimes need the watering. I guess both of those made sense. And then the third thing he said was, why not rain? Like, we've got worse, hurricanes. Let's pause and pivot around some thoughts today. How well do you like rain? And I'm not talking about the weather, but I'm talking about accepting those kind of periodic changes, the storm clouds that come into our day, the interruptions, the big things that move upon our life. Do you have the attitude, well, it just kind of breaks up the monotony of life? I don't know too many people that have that. But here's what the Bible says about the dark afternoons or the seasons of life. It says, don't lose heart. Don't quit. Don't let emotions overtake your decisions to keep going. There's just too many people out there that can keep us inspired. One of those people recently that was in the news, Luis Palau, humble beginnings coming from Buenos Aires, and just age 10, he lost his father, and in his 20s, he immigrates to the United States with very little in his pocket. And then 65 years later, and perhaps many think about 1 billion people that were influenced by his teaching and his presence. And he said, I have no regrets about pouring out my life from the time I was a little boy. For the sake of the good news, for the sake of the gospel. If I was given 1,000 lifetimes, he says, I dedicate them all for the same calling. Wow. There's an inspiration to keep going. I've heard a lot of reasons why some people give up, but Luis was one guy who didn't. And in my coaching, I've often find that for endurance, it takes inner resolve, and it pertains to the inner core of what we believe and about who God is and the way life is to function. It doesn't have anything to do with the intensity of the storm. Though outwardly we're wasting away, inwardly we're being renewed. And that's what the Bible says about the way life functions for a Christian. How's the inner person renewed? Well, I know this is going to sound a little odd, but it's from focusing and accepting the invisible objective truth about who Jesus is and about his call upon our life. We fix our eyes, later on the scriptures will say, we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen. For what is seen is temporary, like rain clouds and storms. But what is unseen is eternal. Well, what Jesus promised, where he's going, that he'll take us to himself. He's the author and perfecter of our faith. You facing some rain? What inner core beliefs are you holding on to? And if what you believe is different from what the Bible teaches, would you want to know that? What have you decided about Jesus? Storms have a way of revealing where our eyes are fixed. If you'd like to talk more, hit that Contact Coach button.